so we figured out our factors are 12 and 12. That'll get us that 24 in the middle. So it would be both positive, k plus 12, and k plus 12 equals 0. Don't know why that's shown up there. Okay. Now again, we could set up our two equations here. We could say k plus 12 equals 0 and k plus 12 equals 0, but we really don't even need to do that because you all are so smart. You know you would be subtracting 12 and you would get k equals negative 12 and k equals negative 12. And that came out to the same answer. So you don't need to tell me both times k equals negative 12 and k equals negative 12. You just say k equals negative 12. That's the only 0. And that's fine. Remember, zeros are where this parabola would cross the x-axis. So it would only hit the x-axis at negative 12. So that would be like its vertex. All right, let's try another one here. Woo! Oh boy, too much. There we go. This over here. Out of my way, Mr. Plant. Okay. Ooh, always look for greatest common factor. Make sure it's equal to 0. Check. Now we've got a term out in front. Remember, we multiply that with the term in the back. 5 times 6 is positive 30. So they have to both be the same symbols. In this case, we know it's both going to be minus. And let's see, we need them to add up to 13. So 1 and 30, no. 2 and 15, those are 13 apart, but we need them to add up to 30. Or, sorry, 13. 3 and 10, aha, those are our numbers. So 3, 10, but don't forget with these kind of problems, we always have to try to divide them by a. So if this were properly factored, the 5 would go to the front, and it would be 5x minus 3. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then we could set up our two equations. 5x minus 3 equals 0. Or x minus 2 would equal 0. And you know the answer for x minus 2 equals 0. You add 2 to both sides. And x could equal positive 2. The 5x minus 3 would be a two-stepper, so we'd have to add 3 first. 5x equals 3. And then we would divide by 5, and we get x equals 3/5. Now, the reason I liked showing you guys factoring the way I did was because if you look up here a little bit, see that minus 3/5? And you know how I was like, oh, well, if it says minus 2, then the answer is positive 2. Before you even kick the 5 to the front of the parentheses, you could say, well, it's the opposite of minus 3/5. Oh, which is positive 3/5. What? So if you want, you don't even need to show in full factored form. I'd recommend you do, but you can look back up here to find your answer pretty quickly. So let's see if I can get this one in before my 5 minutes are up. You can definitely do this one with factoring. You know what? I'm going to start the next video because I want to show you 2 ways that you can do example 4. And I'm just excited.